Welcome back to the daily dose of the Dutch and Denver podcast. I'm Dutch. I am in or around Denver, and I have survived the blizzard. Don't worry. Yeah, it's kind of shitty weather for a while. We had it snowed basically all day, but it was super light. Ton of wind though. Lots of wind, lots of drifts. Um, we're talking like 4 foot drifts in some places. I drove around the neighborhood fucking around a little bit. I also had to go to the store and things like that. I think the biggest one was probably it was over my truck. So I don't know, 8, 10. Granted, it was plowed. It was like 8, 10 on the sides, and then because the plows can't get there quick enough. So I left the driveway. I drove out of the driveway that I cleared in the morning at like 7, 8, and I went out for a couple hours, and I came back, and there's a 4 foot drift in the driveway. They had some length to it, so it's like, well, fuck. I don't want to drive down there, so I park on the road. I walk into the garage, get out the old John Deere, and then I clear it so I can get home in and down the driveway. So yeah, snowed a lot. It has snowed a fair amount for a long time with a mess load of wind. Um, but yeah, welcome back to the Daily Dose. Let's get rolling, man. Um, First things first. Today is Hollywood Higgins' birthday, and I know it's late and you guys won't be able to wish him that, but do it anyway, belated or not. He's on Facebook and Twitter and all those places. Hollywood Higgins, Instagram. Go wish him a happy birthday and say it's from Dutch. I didn't forget. I remembered. Well, the gypsy reminded me. And then I remembered. So yeah, he's I think he's 25 today. I don't know. Who knows with him? He defies time. How would we ever know? Boo. I don't even know where to start tonight. Like I have a lot of stuff to talk about, but all of it's not very important. I mean, super important, obviously, because what I say is important. But you know, at this point, it's basically the same shit over and over. Biden still has classified documents where he shouldn't. No one's gonna do anything about it, and we're still okay with that. If you are, go fuck yourself. Uh, you crazy liberal. So not yesterday we didn't do a daily dose just because I was working on other things. It was snowing. It was supposed to snow a lot, and I just didn't feel like it. I'll be honest. Every day is hard, man. It really is. Um, it's hard. So I will work towards that, and we'll talk about how I'm going to supplement that coming up here in a little bit. But let's start. So not yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday. There was a viral video or picture of Greta Thunberg. That crazy little angry munchkin who's like a climate activist, and she's always scolding you for God knows fucking what. Well, um, she was protesting expanding a coal plant in Germany, and was arrested yesterday. And the reason Germany has to expand coal plants is because a couple years back they went all in on green energy, and it turns out that doesn't fucking work at all. So we have to expand coal plants now in Germany. And Greta Thunberg went there to protest it, and there's videos of her being, forcibly removed by the cops, dragged out of there. Well, it turns out like almost everything the left does, or the climate change wackos, or the tranny wackos, or any of that, it was all kind of staged. And someone got video of her posing with the cops prior to being arrested, air quotes, and they're smiling together Well, the cops aren't because they're still in Germany and they have masks on and stuff. But she's smiling and they're posing for selfies and they're doing everything that you would do prior to shooting a movie on a fixed thing. Okay, so they were all friends and stuff like that. And it turns out that it was all fixed. She wasn't actually arrested. They just had the cops there. I don't know why. Like, I don't understand Germans cops. Why the fuck they would agree to that? Whatever. Point is, the climate stuff again is nonsense. And I've said this 1,000 times. It's not that I don't believe in climate change. It's I don't believe that it's man-made. Okay, you're not that power. We're not that powerful. We're not that significant. And if we were, did we cause the ice age thousands of years ago? Of course not. Okay, Mother Nature's more powerful than you are. Shut up, nerd. You're not contributing in any way, good or bad. You're just here, and when she's had enough, Mother Nature that being, she'll get rid of you. The point is, though, it was staged. Okay, she didn't actually get arrested. She took selfies. Dude, the comments on the exposure video are insane. I can't believe the left people on the left are that stupid. Like one of them, and this is the only one that rings out to me. Find the video, look it up. Somebody was like, "That's what happens at a protest. They let you protest, and then they arrest you afterwards. And in between, there's some downtime that you take pictures and do stuff." Well, I don't know who wrote that because I couldn't even be bothered. But let me tell you, when you get arrested, there is no downtime for you to take fucking smiling pictures unless you smile on your mugshot. Okay? There's no time for the press or anybody to get smiling pictures of you uncuffed or anything like that unless it's fake. When you're arrested, they cuff your ass, throw you in a car, and take you to jail. There's no time to figure anything out. Okay? That's just how that works. So it was staged. It's fake. Climate shit's fake. Greta Thunberg's annoying. She's part of your team, lefties. Cut it out. It's fuck me. Stop. Good God. Speaking of lefties, like psycho lefties, I guess like just a while ago, like an hour or so, New Zealand's prime minister resigns just like that. Huh. I wonder why. I guess it had nothing to do with stuff where she totally fucked that up, or the forcing the scenes on everyone fucked that up. I mean, kind of funny how that stuff works. Even in the crazy liberal um, New Zealand, they're done with it. Funny how a lot of that stuff kind of works. Um, More lefty shit. I guess there's some hockey player. I don't know his name. I just glanced over it. I think Flyers that didn't want to participate in fucking Pride Night, so he didn't want to wear the little rainbow jersey and shit for warm ups, and people are pissed. Again, I don't get it. Like, you don't have to do everything I want you to do. Like, you don't have to stand for national anthem, believe in God, or not be a moron, or all this crap. And I'm supposed to let that slide because it's about personal choice. But if some guy doesn't want to skate around a rainbow shit during during warm ups, you guys are pissed. It's the same thing like my body, my choice. No, you're full of shit. You don't get to say my body, my choice and still have to force people to get their but you don't want abortions. It's just it baffles me every single day the extent that the left goes to do dumb crazy shit and people are like, yeah, I'm gonna still vote Democrat. I mean that seems alright. Yeah, I mean, and I guess they crucified this guy, but props to him, man. And it's not only maybe he doesn't necessarily not believe in the gay pride stuff. It's just he doesn't want to fucking deal with it. Like he doesn't want to be involved one way or another. Which what's wrong with that? Whether you're a champion of or not, and mm, I know he was like, "Well, Dutch, if you don't stand up for the rights, you're against them." No, that's not true. Okay, some of it is I just don't give a shit. because I don't really believe that um um, how do I say this up? Oh no, I can do this because I am gonna piss people off. I don't really think that being trans is a thing, so I don't believe that having specific rights to that is a thing. Also, like um the gay rights stuff, that I don't have an opinion about. I'm totally indifferent. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care one way or another. If you guys want to get married, fucking fine. If you don't, that too, fine too. I don't care. The trans thing I do care about though, more so than the gay thing, because like I said a million times, you can't have trans people and gay people in the same world. Because if men and women aren't a thing, gay and lesbian isn't a thing. Okay? The whole point of being gay is a dude who likes a dude. And if dudes don't exist in your little vernacular, then you can't be gay. And like I said, there's a lot of lesbians and gay guys who are like, no, fuck that. We're not on this trans train. Um, which and I'm on board with them because like I understand that there are gay people. How you're gay, I don't give a shit. If you want to get married, I don't fucking care. We have way bigger problems than you wanting to marry a dude or Sally wanting to marry a chick. That I don't care about at all. And it's not that I don't care because I don't care about gay people. It's just like what you do privately, I don't give a shit. And unless it hurts someone else, and you being gay doesn't hurt someone else, okay? Because there aren't a bunch of gay and lesbian people grooming children in the schools. Those are the trannies and the public school teachers. Okay, that's where I have the problem. Is that shit? Um, I also my one problem with the gays and stuff is that you don't get a pride parade or anything like that because I don't have a heterosexual parade. That's again, it's private information. Who you sleep with is private information. Keep it to your fucking self. That's it. That's my whole theory on this. Now, if you're a man who thinks you're a woman, share that with your psychiatrist. Um, but yeah, if a hockey player doesn't want to wear the rainbow jersey, okay, who fucking cares? I mean, if you guys want to be treated equal, awesome. Let's do equal. Because nobody has, hetero events, and we don't have a hetero flag. We don't have any of that. It's just you be gay, I'll be straight. We'll call it a day, and no one has to tell anybody any of this crap. Jesus Christ. That's the teacher thing. We've talked about this 1,000 times. He didn't know what sexual orientation my teachers were. Didn't fucking care. Had nothing to do with teaching me math. I didn't care what kind of political views they had, and they didn't care about mine because, again, had nothing to do with teaching me math. Civics was different. I know you don't teach civics anymore, so that's a civics sometimes was heavily influenced by left leaning or right leaning, things like that. But as an intelligent student with parents and other people around you, teachers included, you could form your own opinion. Fine. Duh. But yeah, I never had any questions or answers about what sexual orientation my teachers had. It just didn't really cross my mind. I didn't give a shit. And to teach me math, I don't need to know what you are. You could be clear as a $3 bill. You can still teach me math though, and you don't have to share that shit with me at all. And I don't have to respond to it at all. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Um, Speaking of that, so we're gonna transition a little bit. Yeah, the hockey player, let him do whatever the fuck he wants. So, um, I've talked about coming back and playing games for everybody, but I think I'm gonna do it more on my terms than anybody else's. That it's just gonna be um games I want to play for my entertainment. Because right now there's literally nothing worth playing in my mind, except it's coming up, and I'll get to that in a second. Um, I don't want to play Call of Duty. Holy hell, is it bad? Even the pros hate it. Like some people are stipulating that it's scump. Like if you guys don't know about this, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. A professional Call of Duty player is retiring early because the current Call of Duty is so shitty. He does not want to play a current season of CDL, which is professional Call of Duty guys. Okay. I don't want to play it. It's so bad. I watch some streamers who are like they fucking hate it. Um, awesome, blah blah blah, great. I don't want to play it. I want to do The Witcher, which they've revamped for Xbox. And I thought about, we've talked about going to PC and stuff like that. And while the capability is there, I'm not going to do that because I still like playing on Xbox for sentimental reasons. Okay, that we won't get into. But I'm going to play Xbox. Okay. And I'm going to start again soon. Couple things. First playthrough or first thing is going to be The Witcher. Some of it I'm not going to stream because I haven't played Xbox in a shit long time. Haven't played Witcher in a long time. I need to get back in the groove before I'm on here because you guys don't want to watch me Google things and figure it out. And if you do, maybe I'll post some YouTube about that. But that's how we're gonna do that. I'm gonna slowly get back into Witcher and then start streaming it as it grows. And maybe we'll start with I'll play through the whole game and then we'll start with a game plus. So the story starts over. It's just I'm involved and ready to play for entertainment. Because that's what I want to do. Because I understand they have um, some Netflix stuff in. So what they did is they redid the game for um, the new consoles. Okay, better graphics, better all this, everything. And they added a couple side quests because of the Netflix series. And I love that game and I'm ready to jump in. I will get started privately this week. Maybe publicly, but definitely privately, I will start this week. Um, I also am going to do um Harry Potter, which is February 10th. Harry Potter Legacy. Okay. I want to play it and see how it is. I like Harry Potter. I don't care what you guys say. I like it. I'm gonna do it. Now we come into my my rant about this. There's a lot of people, and I'm gonna try and not name names, and if I slip up, fuck it. But some people are. Hold on a second. Some people are publicly saying, I'm not going to play this game because I don't want any money to go to what's her face, whoever wrote Harry Potter, because she's anti-trans. Okay, I get that. Again, oh, they also add the caveat, I'm not trying to change anyone's mind. Okay, well, if you're not, shut the fuck up. You don't have to share that with us. If you're not trying to influence or change anyone's mind, just keep that shit to yourself. No one fucking cares. Secondly, um, the person who said this is not going to do this, and somewhat famous, maybe not. Said they're not going to do this because they don't want to contribute. They support their LGBTQ. We've been over this. There's not LGBTQ. It's like LG, lesbians, gay. I mean, bi. We do bi too. Okay, but the trans and all that, they're anti that. They can't coexist. Okay, so they support them, so they're not going to do that. Fine. Don't care. Shut up. Don't want to hear about it. Now, the person that said this, their partner plays a shitload of Call of Duty, which is Activision, and we've talked about this before. Activision or was a scumbag company who had all the sexual harassment, the rape stuff, the guy who brought butt plugs to meetings, they got drunk, blah blah, all that. So it's just funny how you publicly come out and say I don't support this, but in the next room your partner is supporting Activision in a giant way, and they're bigger pieces of shit than the chick who wrote Harry Potter. It just, I mean, the hypocrisy is what bothers me. Also, I've long been in the court of like, I hate Nike, so I'm not gonna buy Nike stuff. Okay, because there's an alternative. You know, Under Armour, Adidas, all those places, still shitty. Um, but like I'll ride or die with Adidas. When they dropped Kanye for saying all that anti-Semitic shit, bravo to them. They took a huge hit and still went with it. Adidas, I'm with you, man. Let's roll. I wear the On stuff, the Federer shit. He hasn't done anything really like stuff like fuck that. I hate him. Okay, you know, like I won't do Pepsi because I like Coke, but I wouldn't do Pepsi for that. But you know, I have alternatives. Okay, but there's some alternatives that I don't have, and I still go with the product. In video game, you don't really have alternatives because they're all shit wagons. You know, there was an independent one who fired somebody because of their views. That ain't right. And thank God a bunch of people stood up and said, I'll never buy from you again. Which, you know, hopefully. But, you know, and how much money is actually going to what's her face? I don't know. What is her name? I can't think of it. Roland? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Hey Suri, who wrote Harry Potter?
Harry Potter was written
Oh,
by
Jesus.
J.K. Rowling in 1997.
Thanks. Okay, so Rolling. All right. So, she's not. You know, I don't know how much she makes off this video game because what I've looked at, there's no actual Harry Potter
All right.
characters or anything like that. Stop, Surrey. So there's not any of that. I there's Hogwarts, which she came up with. So I don't know what her percentage is off of this. Also, though, that person was like, I'll still continue to share the previous stuff with people. She Rowling gets residuals from that crap. You know that, right? Like if you buy the first Harry Potter book, she gets some residuals. So you're still supporting her. So either you get rid of all of it or you get rid of none of it, you pretentious piece of shit. And again, I know what you're trying to do and I know that you feel conflicted, but you don't need to share that, especially when your partner is actively supporting Activision, who is, you know, it's like Baylor back in the day, you know, Rape Factory Central. Okay. I digress. As for the games, I'm gonna get back into Witcher this week. I don't know how much it will be streamed, but when I'm ready, you know that I'm not like figuring what the fuck I'm how to walk straight, we'll get back into that. And then I will do Harry Potter Legacy, which is February 10th. Um, I don't know where that will be from though. It might be from California on a skeleton crew, but I will do my best to make it work. I know Phil is dying for me to play games again, and I did take a long break, but I'm just so goddamn bored that I'm. It's a big part of my life, and I want to play it again. So that's the plan: is start with a complete through of Witcher, and then hopefully wrap that up before Harry Potter Legacy. Figure that game out. We'll do that one blind because everybody else will be doing it blind. You know, we'll figure that out as we go on stream. And then I do want to do Elden Ring. Okay. So that's the plan. We may have some shooters here and there, but I can almost promise you it will not be Call of Duty. I cannot do that game anymore. Battlefield maybe because it's fucking free through Xbox. Destiny maybe. I hear they have a big thing coming out, but it's more of the same. It's reskinned crap. Okay, which I don't really want to do. Let's see what else can we talk about. Hmm. So I've long talked about how the Colorado sports scene is just shit. Okay, and the problem is Broncos 7 days a week, 52, 24 hours a day, 52 weeks out of the year, 365 days. Like right now, I don't want to hear any Broncos talk. I don't fucking care. I get it. We're looking for a new coach. You can pepper that in. Let's talk about the Nuggets, how they're the best team in fucking basketball. Nope, not going to do that. Talk about the Avalanche, how they're starting to make a actual. They look like the Avs. Not going to talk about that. Rockies are right around the. I mean, pitchers and catchers are like 60 days out. Nope, not. We're talking about fucking pipe dream Bronco shit. I don't care about that. Okay, and mainly what I'm talking about is the fan. Hmm. They're a radio station or a blog and a blog. I don't know. Okay. But what happened with them is recently they have changed their name from the fan to Denver Sports. And their logo is black and white with like a hexagon of downtown Denver, like a couple skyscrapers, very, very muted, like a couple skyscrapers and the mountains in the back in a hexagon, black and white, Denver Sports. Well, it turns out that there is another digital media platform about Denver sports. It's like DNVR. I actually know the people who did this. How I do, we won't get into. It's a long, long story. We'll talk about later. But they have long been DNVR, like Denver with no vowels, or I don't know what they were going for. Um, and they have always been like a black and white logo with the mountains and the skyline, and then DNVR. Okay, for a while now, but longer than the fan ever was. So the fan changed their shit, and the DNVR guys are now suing the fan for like infringement of logos and things like that. And that's the story, but the meat of the story is that they this was in Westward, and I wish I had the link to it, which I do, but I don't know. Sure, we're not that year. We're not there yet. Hopefully, the AV guy can figure that out. If you guys can get those likes and subscribes up, and we can actually afford that, man. But I digress again. So the point is that Westward is, which is kind of like an offbeat magazine or publication in Denver, picked this story up, and they sided with DNVR, the guys that have been black and white forever, and then the fan is black and white now. And when they interviewed the guy Spano, from which I know him for nefarious reasons, but he brought up a good point, is that, and I know nothing of DNVR except for what like people retweet on Twitter and like watch parties and things like that. I've never listened to their stuff. I don't read their stuff. I just don't. And then the fan I'm done with too, or I've been done with for a while, because like I said, it's Broncos 24/7, 365 all day every day, and I don't care that much about football. Like, I'm a sports fan. I like sports. I don't like football that much. I don't want to hear about it all year long. You can fuck off with that shit. The point is that the Spano guy called out the fan and was like, "Hey man, we the DNVR folks are like a more positive, fun kind of fan thing. You know, like our clickbait is like everybody had fun at a water park today." And then the fan, who's now Denver Sports, their clickbait is like, did the Broncos murder 70 children today? You know, it's like it's much more negative, and their stuff is like they just say Denver Sports X fan just says really dumb shit on air just to elicit a response. And I've thought that forever. And that's also why I quit listening to them, because again, they said dumb shit for attention. And DNVR, I guess, has taken the complete opposite approach, and they just say nice things for attention, which I'm fine with. I think that's better. Um, I haven't read in their stuff, so it's hard for me to say, but I think it could be problematic just because it's all so feel goody that, I mean, you got to talk shit about the Broncos. They fucking suck. We need to get to the bottom of this. But it sounds like the DNVR guys are more like realistic, when the Denver Sports, formerly the Fan guys, just say ridiculously crazy dumb shit for attention, which I've said for years. And finally, someone has called it out. Now, DNVR may have called it out a long time ago when they started, and I just didn't hear about it because I don't care. um, but that's the feud right now. Plus, I mean, in God's honest truth, they literally stole their image and likeness. Like, Jesus, DNVR was always black and white and like Denver sports. It's, you can't really say Denver without copyright. I don't know. But they took the vowels out and that was it. Then, yeah, that was it. I think that's actually what they did. And maybe it was their marketing thing, like take the junk out. If it wasn't, you're welcome, guys. I just helped you out. And the Fan has always been like, say dumb shit for attention. And they get attention. Don't get me wrong. That was good for them. But they did steal directly from DNVR. And if D-Mac's still in the Fan, fuck you, dude. You are a piece of shit. Go back to Boston. Nobody fucking likes you. I know you guys won't get that. But, okay, let's move on to some last minute things to get rid of all of this. Okay, Taylor Mathis. I don't know if you guys know who this is. She is a blonde chick with what appears to be very large breasts. The other night, she's a host reporter content for Super Sportsbook betting analyst at who cares? Okay. Host reporter content for, that also sounds stupid. But she tweeted, "It's that time, exclamation point. Who wants a free NFL jersey of their choice? Like and retweet to enter." Sounds great, right? Let's see. Taylor has about 54,000 followers. And Taylor's tweet says again, "It's that time. Who wants a free NFL jersey of their choice?" And she spells "there" THERE, as in a location over there. That place. Why are people, and people did hammer her in the comments for this, but it's not enough that you're a dumb, big titted blonde peddling whatever sports book you're affiliated with, but you can't even proofread your tweets. It hasn't been deleted yet because it's still in my bookmark, so she hasn't deleted it. But holy fuck. At least get that part right. And I don't know what this is in reference to. It irritates me when large accounts who, pretend to be, like pretty girls, like I said, extremely large tits. Her face, I don't think is that pretty, but it doesn't matter. And your tweets are, it's like a second, it should have been done in crayon. What's wrong with you? Oh, this is the other thing, and this will be the last thing that we're gonna get into. I don't have it bookmarked, but I took a picture of it, and this is Taylor Lorenz. This is the one who like docks the libs of TikTok chick, and has just been like a pain in the ass in the dumbest way possible for the left. So again, if you're on the left, this is your team. She tweeted, actually, I think it's today. No, maybe yesterday. And this is a tweet. Does anyone have any resources to try and combat a CEO pushing to force mandatory in-office time? Question mark. And then parentheses, she says, asking for a friend, I'm permanently remote. Okay. What the fuck is going on in this country? The CEO is not forcing you to do anything. He is asking you to come to work. You do not work at home. You work at work. Whether it's an office, a job site, a fact, you work at work. The only way to combat and it's funny that she uses, these specific words like combat a CEO pushing to force mandatory in office time. First of all, combat, bad connotation, really stupid. Pushing to force mandatory in office time. You mean going to work? So let me rephrase this for you. Does anyone have any resources to try and make a CEO not make me go to work? No, quit your job. That is how you do that. You all need to go to the office and work. And trust me, you do not work better from home. I'm guilty as sin. I could never work from home. You know why? Because at home, I have a dog, I have food, I have TV, I have my luxuries. I have shit that I like more than work. I'd go play with my train. I'd play with my dog. I'd go for a drive. I'd make a big lunch. I'd watch TV all day. I would do anything but work. Well, Dutch, I'm self-disciplined enough to work from home. No, you're not, motherfucker. You are now, you might be able to work from home, but I promise you, you will get more work done in the office than you will at home. So this tweet about asking how to combat, fucking trying to get when your boss says, "Hey man, come back to work." You're like, nah, not for me. Fuck you. Get your ass back in the office and go to work. COVID's fucking over. COVID actually never existed. There's so much shit about this coming out now that like the deaths are none. All that crap they reported is not true at all. The vaccines don't work at all. All this was just a big made up hoax of shit. Get your ass back to work. Trust me. I would give anything to go back to work. Because we've been over this, the injury, all that, numbness, blah blah blah. I would give anything to go back to work, but I can't. And you guys are finding ways not to. You're a piece of shit. Fuck yourself. Stop voting as a Democrat, you stupid fucks. Or educate yourself, and you better be able to defend that position because I'm coming hard for it. Hey, I appreciate everybody listening tonight. Go find Higgins. Wish him a happy birthday. He's 25. It's nice. Follow the socials. Do what you can. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. It super helps. It really does, guys. And it's just a click. It's free to like and subscribe. There are no charges for that. It is just you. You can click a button that says listen to podcast. You can also click that one that says like or hate. You can also type a couple words in the comments. I mean, you guys fucked me on Blippo's thing. So, try not to screw me on anything else. No, I'm kidding. You guys have been great. I appreciate everyone who listens. Follow the socials at Dutch the Beast, at Dutch Endeavor. It's all over the place. And I will catch you guys tomorrow for another daily dose. I'm going to go catch the last part of the Avs game and see just how well they beat the piss off the Canadians. Until next time, bye.